All right, so welcome to another rapid fire business story of the week. This is part of our rapid fire series, and today we have an incredible guest with us, someone who's achieved extraordinary success and is here to share their unique business journey with you. We're excited to hear their insights, so let's welcome them to the show. All right, so as this is our rapid fire series, we've got 1 minute or less to answer each question. So in a minute or less, give us the elevator pitch to your story and your life. Go.
All right, I'm Dr. Olabintan, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Living Spring Family Medical Center in Mansfield, Texas, where we help people live long and well because we believe the quality of life is as important as the quantity of life. So the practice was started with the vision to help people optimize their health by selling them on their why. And essentially, I help people maintain the best shape possible so they can live out their God-given purpose. I am lifestyle boardist, so I help you use lifestyle hacks plus or minus medications to help you live long and well so you can be in the best shape to enjoy that future version of yourself. Okay, so that's what we're about here in Mansfield, Texas. We are taking patients. I see people as young as, my youngest is about 2 months, my oldest is 92. So longevity is what we're about: spirit, soul, and body.
So that's fascinating, and I would love to dig a little bit deeper. So tell us a bit more about what you're working on today that you're most passionate about and believe will have the biggest impact.
So right now I'm working on upgrading, elevating my team. So empowering my team, teaching them why we're in this field, reminding them of their roles in the journey so far. We're doing that with books. So I have books they're reading. We talk about them. I just had a meeting with my leads. And so the next season for us is to grow. And to grow, I need to grow leaders. And so training is the name of the game right now. So we're doing mindset hacks. We're reading books to help us think differently and think at a larger scale. And remember why we're in this, to help people live long and well. And to do so, we also have to thrive. And so I'm trying to create wins for team. And so when I create wins for team, I create wins for our client.
So this next question is one that every entrepreneur has dealt with. Tell us about a time where you failed. We often say failure is the first step to success. So think about a time where you failed in the past. What happened? What did you learn from it?
Okay. I guess the most recent would be I got a client feedback, and the feedback was I didn't hear their pain point well. I was actually surprised because I knew this person. I've known this person for a while, and so I was taken aback. She said, she would be going somewhere else because she felt she wasn't heard. And I went back, I looked through my notes, and I saw, where was the communication gap? And I see that maybe it was a day that she had seen me where I had a team member who didn't quite document the reasons why she was there well. And so I did attempt. I learned from the mistake. I believe I called her. I had a team member call her first, had another team member call and say, is there anything I could do to change her mind? She said no, and then I called her myself just to make sure she was okay before she would see somebody else. And she said, well, I've already found someone else, so I'm gone. But it was as a reminder to holding on the pause. There's a pause where you just take time and say, what's really going on here. And that day I didn't quite get it. I didn't quite get it, but I did make an effort to correct it. And I see we're not a good fit anymore. But it was a lesson to me as well, to ask and ask again. So team members are supposed to ask before I get in there, but I have to ask and ask again. So that was a reminder to have the pause every so often.
That's fascinating. And we're definitely going to have you back on the show to dive deeper into each of these questions. But for now, one thing that I often say is, and I tell this to my employees and the people who work with me and for me all the time, is that when a tree falls in the forest, if nobody hears it, did that tree actually fall? This brings me to this next question. How do you make sure that all of these amazing projects that you're involved in get noticed? What marketing and advertising methods have worked best for you? You've got a minute. Let's go.
All right. I think it's a level of customer care that we give here that speaks for itself. So we have a lot of word of mouth referrals. I'm also very active on social media. I have a YouTube channel, and I have Facebook and Facebook channel that I'm active on, and that has helped. So the social media presence has been very helpful, and word of mouth.
That was so awesome. We're definitely going to dive deeper into this on a later show. And as we approach our last question, before we ask people how people can get a hold of you, how people can reach you, learn more about the work that you're doing in your company, and we will include all that information in the show notes, what I wanted to ask you is, what is one piece of advice that you would offer to your younger self, to our audience, and to somebody, especially somebody who's just starting out in the same niche that you're in, but just doesn't know how to start or get going?
Dream bigger. I say this, if God were to bless everyone and make everyone rich, He still wouldn't run out. Like, there's enough for everyone. So to my younger self, dream bigger. See people who are doing a recognizable version of what that dream is, and learn from them. Want more in life? That's okay. God can handle it.
Amazing stuff. We're going to have to thank our guest today for being a guest on Business Story of the Week. And before we cut out on this episode, I wanted to ask you, how can people get a hold of you? How can people learn more about what you're doing? And how do people engage with you? And we will transcribe this and put it in the show notes for everybody to find.
All right. I would say you could find me on YouTube. You can just look me up with the name Tolulope Olabintan. That's Tolulope. Last name is Olabintan. On the website, you can find me www.livingspringmedicals.com. And that's medicals with an S. I'm also on Facebook. We're here in Mansfield, Texas, not too far from Dallas. So please come visit.